What's up guys, Shane Starnes here with Droid Modder X, and the Galaxy S9 is finally here. It's improved in many ways over last year's Galaxy S8, but there are still a few things that Samsung could improve on. These are the top 5 best and worst things about the Galaxy S9. Let's go ahead and get started. There's plenty to love about the Galaxy S9, and one thing that I love about Samsung is they are a company who listens to their consumer base. When people grab their pitchforks to complain about the fingerprint scanner placement on the Galaxy S8, Samsung actually made a change with the Galaxy S9. What we have here is a fingerprint scanner that is placed directly below the camera in what I would call the perfect placement for a fingerprint scanner. To me, it's just the most natural place for a fingerprint scanner since it's where your index finger would rest anyhow. Not only is it more natural and more comfortable, but you don't have to worry about smudging your camera lens, and it's just overall easier to access this fingerprint scanner and easier to get into your phone. With the Galaxy S9, Samsung has put a large focus and emphasis on improving the camera. It's become more and more difficult to really improve on the camera year after year. Samsung's been known for having best-in-class cameras, but the one thing that they struggled in over the past couple of years has been low light, and they are looking to fix that with their dual aperture camera. The mechanical aperture built into the lens gives you an f2.4 aperture for bright, well-lit conditions, such as when you're outdoors on a sunny day. You don't have to worry about the camera being flooded with that extra light, and you're gonna get crisp and clear, high-resolution shots. Where this setup really stands out is in low light situations. When the camera is in auto mode, it will instantly jump to that f1.5 aperture setting whenever you're in a low light situation. This means you're gonna get less grain and noise, and images will be sharper because they're not gonna have to be processed as much in post. Another major pain point for Samsung phones in the past has been the audio situation. Ever since Samsung decided to waterproof the phones with the Galaxy S7 and the Galaxy S8, we've been getting kind of crummy sound out of the single bottom firing speaker. Samsung looks to improve on that with the Galaxy S9. Samsung had acquired Harman Kardon and put an emphasis on audio coming out of the phone. Not only do we get a bottom firing speaker, we also get a front facing speaker. These speakers have been tuned by AKG, and they include the Dolby Atmos certification, which means you're going to get an immersive experience when you are consuming content. The Galaxy S8 had a ton of security features, including an iris scan, face unlock, and even a fingerprint scanner, but the Galaxy S9 takes that a step further with Intelligent Scan. You're gonna get the best out of both the iris scanner and the face unlock. The iris scanner from the Galaxy S8 had some issues in bright sunlight, while the face unlock feature had some issues in dark situations. With Intelligent Scan, you'll be able to use both features, so it won't really matter what condition you're in. Whether you're indoors or whether you're outdoors, you will be able to easily and fastly unlock your device using your face. That being said, Intelligent Scan will also use the more secure iris scanner when you're doing things like using Samsung Pay. The Galaxy S9 improves on the Galaxy S8's Infinity display. We've got a 5.8-inch QHD Plus display that's super sharp at 571 pixels per inch. The display is super bright and colorful, and it also gets top ratings over at DisplayMate. But the number one thing that stands out about this display to me is that Samsung decided to stand firm with just minimized bezels, and they didn't decide to do what everyone else in Android happens to be doing right now by adding a notch and copying the iPhone X. In my opinion, the notch is not very attractive, and I'm not really sure why that has become the design phenomena for 2018. The Galaxy S9 is nearly perfect in every way, and it was really difficult for me to find anything to complain about the Galaxy S9, but there are a few little things that do annoy me, and we're going to discuss those right now. I really don't like the fact that you have to buy the larger device just to be able to use a dual camera. While I don't think you're going to really be missing much with the single camera on the Galaxy S9, considering the fact that it also has the dual aperture mode, it would have been nice to be able to get those portrait photos with the blurry backgrounds like you get with the Galaxy S9 Plus. That being said, if you're the type of person that prefers a phone that's easier to hold with one hand, like the Galaxy S9, and you don't like a bulkier device like the Galaxy S9 Plus, you're going to have to live with a single lens camera. The next point goes along with the last point and the fact that you do have to buy the larger phone in order to get this 6 gigabytes of RAM. It would have been nice to have that extra power on the smaller device, and it seems to be just another way for Samsung to get a few extra $100 out of you by making you go with a bigger phone in order to get the 6 gigabytes of RAM. Maybe you're someone that doesn't mind spending the extra money, you just don't want that extra large phone for the extra RAM. If you do want the 6 gigabytes of RAM though, you'll be stuck buying the larger device. I've heard a few complaints here and there of people saying that they wish the Galaxy S9 had been a more major design change from the Galaxy S8. A lot of people are saying that it's more similar to the Galaxy S8, but really if it is not broke, why fix it? I personally don't really see this as being a huge problem. We do get slimmer bezels on the Galaxy S9, and we do get that major change with the fingerprint scanner placement on the back. So I, for one, am not totally upset about the minimal design change, but I have heard a few complaints about that. I've also heard some complaints about the difference between the processors in the international version and the North American version. The North American version having the Snapdragon 845 processor, while the international version gets the Exynos 9810. In benchmarks, the Exynos seems to be a more powerful chip, and it seems to come out on those benchmark tests. However, the Snapdragon 845 has a more powerful GPU, so if you're a gamer, you may actually prefer the Snapdragon 845 processor. If you just need sheer computing power, the Exynos 9810 may be for you. Really, in day-to-day use, you probably won't even notice a difference. My final complaint, once again, is a minor complaint, but it would have been nice to see this device ship with Android 8.1 versus the Android 8.0, which is what the phone is shipping with. Android 8.1 is 3 months old now, and you would think that Samsung would be able to have it on their flagship device. However, they're not able to do that. And then also the software that they do provide, it does have lots of bloatware, and you're going to have some redundant applications like double emails, double messaging apps, and things of that nature. It would have been nice to see a reduction in bloatware. As you guys can see, the Galaxy S9 is about as perfect of a phone as you can get. There's really not a whole lot to complain about here. What are your complaints? What are your favorite features of the Galaxy S9? Let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future. You can find more of me at droidmodderx.com. Follow me on Twitter at droidmodderx. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.